evening to all of you. I'm Sayukta from Beautiful Spotless Skin Team, and I'm sure all of you must be doing really good. So, today we are here to talk about a topic which is an issue worldwide, and I'm talking about acne. Now, acne is one thing which is just not related with the surface. Of course, it affects the surface, but deep down, it affects our self-esteem as well. So it's important to talk about acne, how it is caused, how we can prevent it, and how to maintain a good skin barrier, and how to manage acne. So acne management is going to be our topic of today, and today our skin expert is Dr. Ratnika from Lucknow. She is an MBBS, MD, dermatology, venereology and leprosy, and is a highly skilled dermatologist with 2.5 years of post-MD experience, specializing in clinical and aesthetic dermatology. She completed her MD from Jawaharlal Nehru Medical College, AMU, Aligarh, and further advanced her qualifications with a DNB in dermatology and MRCP, SCE, and a fellowship in aesthetic medicine. She has a particular interest in acne management and dermatosurgery, where she applies her expertise to deliver comprehensive evidence-based care. Her commitment to patient-centered treatment and her professing in the latest dermatological techniques position her as a trusted professional. So today we are going to talk about acne management, and shortly we are going to be joined by Dr. Ratnika, our expert, our skin expert of today's discussion, this very Insta Live, who is joining us from Lucknow. And in case you also have any questions related to acne, please feel free to write to us. Do write skin expert Dr. Ratnika. So in case you have oily skin or acne prone skin, or you don't know how food is related with acne or how food impacts acne, and you don't know how to maintain a good skin barrier, what should be a good skincare regimen, or you're falling for the market gimmick, you are ending up buying a number of products, experimenting a lot with your skin, then again you need to be very carefully listening to this whole conversation, this whole Insta Live, so that you know how we can go for good practices which can keep our skin healthy and avoid those practices which can promote acne. So acne management is going to be our topic today, and our expert Dr. Ratnika is going to join us shortly to enlighten us more about acne and acne management. Now, it can deeply impact one's self-confidence, acne. Thus, it becomes even more important to talk about it. Here we go. We have with us Dr. Ratnika, and very warm welcome to you, Doctor.
Thank you so much for having me here.
It's such a pleasure to have you with us, Doctor. And Doctor, today we are talking about acne, and first of all, we would like to understand, because so many of us have this acne-related issue. It's such a common chronic skin-related problem. So first of all, we would like to understand, what is acne? How is it formed?
So acne is nothing but mostly it's an age-related process. So what happens is, like at the age of puberty, when there are hormonal changes in the body, it leads to the over secretion of the oil glands. So those oil glands in many certain predisposed individuals, as you know, it does not happen to everyone, but कुछ लोगों में it leads to blockage of the particular duct जिनसे वो oily secretions निकलते हैं, and then it leads to bumps in the form of acne. So that is what happens, and mostly it occurs in the teenage years only. And with time, as the hormonal changes gets balanced, it usually resolves on its own with time in most people.
राइट डॉक्टर, तो ये तो आपने बताया कि किस तरह से एक्ने होता है और क्यों इतना कॉमन है. We would also like to understand the various grades or stages of acne, doctor. As a layman, initially जो हमको दिखता है, हमको लगता है ये black head है, white head है, जो हम लोग बोलते हैं, जिसे कभी कभी वो फिर बड़ा हो जाता है, कभी पस उसमें आ जाता है, कभी कभी तो इतना बड़ा हो जाता है वो acne, इतना पेनफुल हो जाता है. So what are the various stages or grades of acne, doctor?
So that is what happens. As I told you, कि हमारे face पे जो oil glands हैं, then they get blocked. So when it gets blocked, first of all, it leads to a small plug-like thing, जिसको आप black head या white head कहते हो. तो वो एक बहुत छोटे से दाने के फॉर्म में होता है. then what happens is कि वो जैसे वो blockage जैसे जैसे बढ़ता जाता है, उसका size बड़ा होता जाता है, and sometimes it then gets infected by certain bacteria, which then leads to the formation of pus. तब वो pus filled lesions बन जाते हैं, and sometimes it can lead to even worse lesions जैसे कि abscess या मोटी गांठें, nodules जिसको हम कहते हैं, then that can also happen. So just depending on the stages of acne or the severity of acne, it has usually been divided into 4 grades basically. जो पहला सबसे छोटा ग्रेड जो हुआ जिसमें आपके ब्लैक हेड्स एंड व्हाइट हेड्स होते हैं, देन छोटे छोटे दाने बनते हैं, पैप्यूल्स वाला स्टेज होता है. उसके बाद अगर इन्फेक्शन वाले स्टेज पे आ जाते हैं, दैट इज कॉल्ड द थर्ड स्टेज और द स्टेज ऑफ पस्ट्यूल्स. और अगर उससे भी सिवियर हो, जैसे कुछ लोगों को काफी डीप गांठें बन जाती हैं जिनमें काफी पस, काफी पेन होता है, उसके बाद
Right.
स्कारिंग भी बहुत हो जाती है, दैट इज द most severe grade of acne, which is also called nodular cystic acne.
ओके डॉक्टर. डॉक्टर, कई बार ना अलग अलग जगहों पे अलग अलग पैटर्न हमें एक्ने के नजर आते हैं. कई कई लोगों को फोरहेड पे होते हैं छोटे छोटे दाने. देन वी हैव दीज एक्नेस ओवर द बटरफ्लाई एरिया, यू नो, द चीक्स एक्सेट्रा. मेनी टाइम्स वी गेट इट अलोंग द जॉ साइड. तो जॉ लाइन के इधर एक्ने होने लगते हैं. डू दे सिंबलाइज समथिंग पैटर्न?
Kind of. It's true, but it's not always the case. So, in many a times, अगर किसी specific site पर acne है, then it does point us towards the cause of the acne. Many a times, many people, especially in India, love to use oil on their foreheads. They use gels. So what happens is, कभी कभी जिनकी already oily skin है, they have put on a lot of oil over their, scalp, and or a lot of products are there. Then with the sweating and heat and humidity, it kind of trickles down. So when it trickles down, it clogs the pores over the forehead and leads to little bumps over the forehead. So that is very common in Indian scenario. मोर ओवर जैसे आप कह रहे थे कि जॉ लाइन के अराउंड होना या नीचे होना, चिन पर बाल आना, so many times this can also be an indication of any hormonal imbalance. Like women who are suffering from PCOD or some menstrual irregularities, उनके कोई अगर हार्मोनल इम्बैलेंस है, इवन इफ दे डू नॉट हैव एनी इन्वेस्टिगेशन में, चाहे सब नॉर्मल भी हो, अगर कोई माइल्ड हार्मोनल इम्बैलेंस भी है या पीरियड से पहले एक्ने बन रहे हैं, then it usually occurs over the lower face, that is around the jawline.
Right. Now, acne vulgaris is so common when a person attains puberty, as teenager, as young adults, or during our adolescence. Most of us has gone through that phase of acne.
Yeah.
कई बार होता है कि जब हम अपने पेरेंट्स को जाके बोलते हैं कि एक्ने हो रहा है, तो वी नीड टू गो एंड कंसल्ट द डॉक्टर, तो ये कहते हैं कि बहुत नेचुरल प्रोसेस है, जो है भी. एंड दे ऑफन से दैट इट विल इवेंचुअली गो अवे, जो कि बात सही है. लेकिन फिर क्यों जरूरी है डॉक्टर कि अगर टीनेज में भी एक्ने हो रहे हैं तो डॉक्टर को दिखाएं?
बहुत जरूरी है. And specifically, it's very important because if a person is suffering from severe acne, later on it can lead to lot of pigmentation and scarring. और वो scarring अगर आप early stage पे अगर acne को control करते हैं, then it also reduces the chances of scarring and later the need to have any treatment, you know. Moreover, एक social aspect में भी, specifically in teenagers when they are very conscious about how they look. So in that scenario also, it plays a good role in boosting their confidence and making them feel more confident among their peers and all. So that is important. It is true that it is manageable, and it is true that it will eventually go away with age. But it's also true that it needs to be managed depending on the severity. So if a person has only like a few lesions here and there, then I would also not suggest to go to a dermatologist every 2 to 3 weeks. But if the lesions are severe, अगर उनको ज़्यादा है, if in any way they're causing them anxiety or it's leading to certain pigmentation or scarring, then I think they should go consult a dermatologist.
Right. So acne will fade away, but then the scars looks like that they are forever, ever and ever. तो अगर आप वो scars नहीं चाहते, proper management बहुत जरूरी है acne का on time. So in case you have acne, please consult a dermat, a qualified dermat. Now, doctor, when a person comes to you with acne, are there any tests that you normally recommend, or generally by clinical investigation, taking history, etc., you are sure कि क्या reason होगा acne का?
So as I told you, like it depends. कभी कभी कुछ clues होते हैं, like I told you, forehead का या jaw line का. Sometimes if there is a sudden eruption of acne, मतलब पहले कभी नहीं हुआ and this it has to suddenly happen, it could be because of some aggravating factor in the near past. Like कभी कभी certain medication से भी acne जैसे lesions हो सकते हैं, कभी कभी cosmetics से भी हो सकते हैं. So it will just depend on the scenario or person to person. In most cases, it is very easy to diagnose clinically only. बट अगर हमें कुछ भी और क्लूज मिलते हैं लाइक फेस पे हेयर आना या फिर कोई menstrual abnormalities, then we should always go for an investigation just to rule out any underlying hormonal issues, or if we have any particular history suggesting any drug reaction or something like that, then we should always go for that as well.
राइट, तो डॉक्टर के पास जाते हैं तो either by clinical investigation or just in case there is any need, then through test and all they try to find out कि क्या कॉज है और उसके हिसाब से लाइन ऑफ ट्रीटमेंट तय होता है, जिस पर हम आगे बात करेंगे. लेकिन उससे पहले एक बहुत बड़ी समस्या डॉक्टर, समस्या जो है वो हमारी एक बहुत ही कॉमन टेंडेंसी हमारी सोसाइटी की, एक्ने हो रहा है तो सबसे पहले हम किचन की तरफ भागते हैं, जो मिला लगा लिया, starting from बेसन, मुल्तानी मिट्टी, कर्ड, then even I have seen people applying garlic, crushed garlic,
Yeah.
lemon juice, toothpaste. Toothpaste application is so common these days.
This
Do they
also.
really work?
Not really. There is no scientific evidence backing the same. Maybe अगर कुछ लोगों को लगता हो, maybe because of the cleansing action, like when they apply it, then they clean their face very well also. Maybe because of that, या फिर एक coincidental finding हो सकते है, एक दाना आया, वो eventually शायद वैसे भी ठीक हो जाता. So there is no scientific evidence backing the same. So I cannot say that it works, but maybe in some people
But
it
can
will just
it be
act as an
harmful?
anti-inflammatory. Yeah, it's what did you say?
Can it be harmful applying
Uh,
various
बेसन
products, etc.?
फूड प्रोडक्ट सारे नहीं इस्तेमाल करने चाहिए. स्पेसिफिकली आई हैव सीन समटाइम्स हैविंग सम कॉन्टैक्ट डर्मेटाइटिस टू गार्लिक एंड अनियन because sometimes they contain certain elements, certain components which should not be like directly applied to the skin. So it's not true with everything. Like most of the things like besan, multani mitti, usually in most of the cases do not lead to any adverse effects as such. They may not help, but they usually do not harm as well. But sometimes अगर आप ऐसे कुछ भी लगा लेते हो like चूना या garlic या onion, something like that, sometimes it may cause an allergic contact dermatitis, which is like a reaction to the particular chemicals present in those things. So it's best to consult a dermatologist rather than trying, stuff at home.
Right. And another common tendency is, I'm sure you also get patients who had already gone to chemist shops, got over-the-counter medication or topical applications. Topical applications over the counter are so common. और होता क्या है, हम सब कहीं ना कहीं we fall for it because initially वो बहुत अच्छा work करता हुआ नजर आता है, हमें लगता है स्किन कितनी ग्लो कर रही है, या देखो मेरा एक्ने ठीक हो गया. बाद में हमें समझ में आता है कि हम एडिक्ट होते जा रहे हैं उस क्रीम के, और एक भी दिन नहीं लगाओ तो फिर एक्ने eruptions हो जाते हैं. So what is this, doctor? How harmful can these over the counter medication or topical application?
So what happens is that over-the-counter medications, I'm not saying all, but most of them usually contain some amount of or some type of steroids. So what steroid does is it just reduces the inflammation. इन्फ्लेमेशन मतलब जो आपका रेडनेस हो रहा है वहां पर, जो भी आपको इचिंग इरिटेशन जो हो रही होगी आपके एक्ने से, वो उन सबको रिड्यूस कर देगा एंड इट विल हैव एन इंस्टेंट इफेक्ट. So you'll feel like doctors' medicines are taking time to work, but the pharmacist medicines are like working like magic. But you also have to understand that magic can have a lot of side effects. ऐसा नहीं है कि हम steroids नहीं देते. We also give steroids for certain conditions, but usually not in acne. So what steroids does is that it may reduce acne as such, तुरंत के तुरंत, but later on it can also increase the risk of having acne. And अगर आपने एक हाई पोटेंसी की मतलब एक स्ट्रॉन्ग स्टेरॉइड अगर आप लगाते हो फेस पे, then it also leads to thinning of the skin, which you will not notice suddenly, but over time, as you told, like when you keep applying it, when your skin gets thinned out, you can see the blood vessels out of it. ऐसे लाल लाल सी लकीरें दिखने लगे, आपका स्किन ऐसे रेड दिखने लगे, आप धूप में जाओ तो आपको जलन होने लगे. So these are all the side effects of those steroids which are mostly seen in over-the-counter products. So it's best not to apply those. It's best to take time and treat the lesions well in a systematized manner as a dermatologist recommends. It's better not to fall into the trap.
Right. Another way, common problem that is rapidly increasing these days is of social media influencers who are also endorsing various products. We are ending up buying like 50 bottles in the name of skin care. और ऑफ कोर्स 50 बॉटल तो अप्लाई कर नहीं सकते, तो एक बार में तो हम बहुत एक्सपेरिमेंट करते हैं, 2 महीना एक क्रीम यूज किया, 2 महीना एक और क्रीम यूज किया. बहुत सारे पार्लर्स है, सलून्स है जहाँ पे वेरियस स्किन रिलेटेड ट्रीटमेंट्स का दावा किया जाता है, स्पेशली एक्ने से रिलेटेड. उसके लिए हम चले जाते हैं और कई बार बर्निंग या फिर बहुत बहुत हार्श साइड इफेक्ट्स के केसेस भी सामने आते हैं. So, how harmful could be, experimenting with your skin a lot in terms of products or treatments, etc.?
So, most of those medicines or the serums or the creams that are there, they do contain products which will possibly be helping you in treating your acne or pigmentation or whatever. But the problem is that the concentration is not regulated, or we do not know the concentration, and you do not know your skin type, what would suit your skin better, and what and how to use the serum or product properly, what other precautions you should be taking. So these are not usually mentioned along with the use of those certain products. So it's always better to consult a dermatologist regarding the same. It's everyone's skin is different. As everyone is different, everyone's skin is different. It's not just easy to differentiate in the terms of oily and dry and normal as such. But oily skin, maybe sometimes some people have skin which is more sensitive to certain products. Sometimes kuch lagane ke baad they feel like when they are going out in the sun it's burning their face. Something like that may happen. So unless and until you know every content of the serum or the cream that you're applying, and then you know what precautions are there to take along with those medications, then I think you should not experiment so much. If you're using some general products, then that's okay. But अगर आप कुछ concentrated products या कुछ ऐसा use कर रहे हो, then I think you should always talk to the experts first.
Right, and because we are already talking about products and skincare regime, etc., a very basic question that people often ask is that what kind of skincare regime, what kind of skincare routine we can follow, especially keeping in view acne. तो किस तरह का होना चाहिए? बहुत ही basic minimalistic skincare regime.
So basic minimalistic skincare routines, a face wash, a sunscreen and a moisturizer. That is it as a maintenance treatment. अगर आपको acne भी है, then acne का treatment is secondary. So in skincare, what it means is like even if you have oily skin, you'll feel like if my skin is oily, why do I need to apply a moisturizer? But that's not the case. A moisturizer, tends to nourish the skin. It's a kind of a nourisher for the skin. So it's again important, but it's also important what kind of products you're using. अगर आप फेस वॉश यूज करते हो, अगर आप कोई बहुत जेंटल या मिनिमल क्लेंजिंग वाला फेस वॉश यूज करते हो एंड यू हैव एन ऑयली स्किन, यू फील लाइक योर स्किन इज नॉट क्लीन्ड एट ऑल. So many a times there are certain products which help to exfoliate your skin a little bit, which are recommended for oily skin. Then there are moisturizers which are usually it should be non-comedogenic, gel-based, and very light in texture. Something which has an aqueous or water-based formulation would be best, so that it can nourish your skin. And moreover, sunscreen is the most important thing, because most of the people, like more than 80% of people who are suffering from acne, they always come and say कि पिंपल तो ठीक हो गया पर उसके निशान रह गए. So that is very common to have in Indian skin tone. Indian skin tone is just so prone to tanning and pigmentation that if we have any lesion, in most of the cases it will just heal with pigmentation. So if it's healing with pigmentation, it is very important to use a sunscreen well. And a sunscreen well means you have to apply your sunscreen in the morning. And if you leave again after 2 to 3 hours out in the sun, you should reapply your sunscreen. Again, the sunscreen should be aqueous formulation or gel based or something lighter which does not clog your pores.
Right. So a cleanser, a moisturizer, and a sunscreen is your way to go. Of course, in case you have acne, तो acne का जो treatment चल रहा है वो तो hand चलेगा ही. Now there are so many myths associated with these, things. with cleanser, people often feel that, it is due to the excessive oil or sebum production that I'm having these acne. So they'll keep on washing their face every now and then, probably every hour with a cleanser or face wash. और फिर हमें लगता है कि जितना झाग होगा फेस वॉश में उतना अच्छा होगा हमारा स्किन क्लीन. तो ये सब जो है ये सही है क्या डॉक्टर? बहुत बार फेस क्लीन करना है, बहुत झाग वाला फेस वॉश होना चाहिए, ऐसा है क्या?
नहीं, ऐसा जरूरी नहीं है. झाग वाला दैट्स फाइन, एज आई टोल्ड यू कि थोड़ा तो स्किन क्लीन करने के लिए, अगर ऑयलीनेस है, अगर मतलब जिनकी ऑयली स्किन होती है तो उनको थोड़ा चिपचिपा फील होता रहता है. बट यू शुड वॉश योर फेस 2 times a day, maybe 3 times a day if you have sweat a lot or something like that, if you have gone out in the dust or something like that, or you have applied a lot of makeup और बहुत sweating हुई, then maybe 3 times, but not more than that. 2 to 3 times is more than enough. And when you wash your face, you can apply your face wash for like up to 10-15 seconds maybe maximum. और उसके बाद आप wash off कर लो and then apply your moisturizer again, as I told you, because after cleaning you are stripping away your skin of certain like the sebum या oil जो हम बता रहे हैं, that is important for the skin. It's not like it's bad, है ना? It's also important. It is also nourishing your skin. It has antibacterial, antifungal properties also. So again, it's very, very maximally, not more than.
Right. Again, with moisturizer, people have so many restrictions, कि मेरी तो ऑयली स्किन है, ऑलरेडी इतना ऑयल प्रोडक्शन हो रहा है चेहरे पे, उस पे और मॉइस्चराइजर कैसे लगाएं? तो क्यों जरूरी है? कई आई थिंक यही रीजन है कि कई लोग जिनकी ऑयली स्किन है या एक्ने प्रोन स्किन है, वो मॉइस्चराइजर यूज ही नहीं करते.
जी, तो बहुत बार स्पेशली इन समर्स, sometimes it's not even very important because summers में already sebum या oil जो है, that is also a natural moisturizer. So in summers maybe it's okay if you skip it, but in winters it's better to apply your moisturizer as well. And moreover, many a times, like when you're washing your face, when you are applying makeup and then washing your face, it makes the skin a little bit sensitive and dry. मोर ओवर, अगर आप एक्ने का कोई ट्रीटमेंट ले रहे होते हो तो एक्ने के ट्रीटमेंट की वजह से भी कई बार ऐसा होता है कि योर फेस गेट्स अ लिटिल बिट ड्रायर ऑन द ड्रायर साइड. सो व्हेन इट गेट्स अ लिटिल ड्राई, देन यू कैन अप्लाई द मॉइस्चराइजर एंड मेक इट फील मोर nourished as such. So it will just help with the natural, maintaining the homeostasis of the skin. It will help with the dryness caused because of the products, and it also helps to make the medicines or the creams that we are giving you penetrate better into the skin.
Fair enough. With sunscreens, doctor, there are so many, excuses or complaints people normally have, and probably that is the reason, 69-70% of our population is still not using sunscreen as a regular thing. हमें लगता है only when we are going out, stepping under the sun is when we require a sunscreen. Beach vacation पे जा रहे हैं, that's when we require a sunscreen. घर पे काम कर रहे हैं, work from home है, we have a lot of screen time, we are not bothered about sunscreen. ऊपर से अगर एक्ने प्रोन स्किन है तो हमें लगता है कि अरे कितना चिपचिप हो रहा है, एक्ने के ऊपर क्यों लेयर ऑन करना सनस्क्रीन. Many of them will say that we don't like the dull, look or feel it gives us, etc., etc. किस टाइप का सनस्क्रीन चूज करें और किन चीजों का ध्यान रखें सनस्क्रीन लेते वक्त, स्पेशली अगर एक्ने प्रोन स्किन है?
राइट. सो सनस्क्रीन में वैसे मैंने पहले ही मेंशन किया कि सनस्क्रीन को बार बार लगाना पड़ता है. सो सबसे ज्यादा जो पिगमेंटेशन का रिस्क है, दैट इज बिकॉज ऑफ यूवी रेज दैट कम्स आउट ऑफ द सन. अग्रीड. बट रिसेंट स्टडीज में, रिसेंट लिटरेचर में, इट हैज ऑल्सो बीन फाउंड कि जो आपका स्क्रीन टाइम है, उनसे भी जो ब्लू लाइट या इंफ्रारेड लाइट ये सब जो होती हैं, निकलती हैं, that can also lead to aggravation of that pigmentation, even from the tube lights in the house and so. So as far as possible, at least दिन में तो लगाना ही लगाना चाहिए, in my opinion. But according to the newer research and stuff, they say that you should apply it also in the night, and even when you're at the home or when you're having a lot of screen time, then also you should be applying your sunscreen. अगर एक्ने प्रोन स्किन की बात करें तो एक्ने प्रोन स्किन में आपको कोई भी ऐसा सनस्क्रीन विच इज लाइटर इन द सेंस की लगाने के बाद आपको बहुत हेवी, ऑयली, चिपचिपा, स्टिकी ना लगे. इन जनरल टर्म्स दिस इज व्हाट यू कैन अंडरस्टैंड. अगर आप लेबल्स पे जाना चाहते हैं, देन यू कैन गो फॉर एनी नॉन कोमेडोजेनिक फॉर्मुलेशन. कोई भी नॉन कोमेडोजेनिक फॉर्मुलेशन का मतलब हुआ कि इट विल नॉट लीड टू aggravation of your acne. Yeah, it will not clog your pores. So that is what it means. So you can go for that, or any gel based or water based formulation of a sunscreen that also works well. So that is what you can go for.
बिल्कुल, और इन केस डाउट है कि किस तरह का सनस्क्रीन, किस तरह का मॉइस्चराइजर, किस तरह का क्लेंजर चाहिए, तो देन अगेन यू कैन गो एंड कंसल्ट योर डॉक्टर, योर dermat. They'll help you in finding the right kind of product as per your skin type, as per your skin related issue. तो बिल्कुल हिचकिचाइए नहीं. अगेन डोंट फॉल फॉर द मार्केट गिमिक. बहुत प्रोडक्ट्स हैं और हम सब बहुत कंफ्यूज हो जाते हैं, तो वो मत कीजिए. गो टू द राइट पर्सन फॉर सीकिंग द राइट एडवाइस. एक बहुत इंटरेस्टिंग क्वेश्चन मुझे दिख रहा है इस वक्त. फिरोज खान है हमारे एक व्यूअर, उन्होंने पूछा है, डज एक्ने मीन आई हैव पुअर हाइजीन?
Not really. It does not mean that at all. Even if you don't wash your face 2 times or 3 times, as I told you, it does not mean that, everyone who does not wash their face does not get acne. It's just a predisposition or having an oily skin or being, more prone to have acne-like lesions. So, ऐसा नहीं है कि ज्यादा धोने से कम हो जाएगा या कम धोने से बढ़ जाएगा. It's just that you will have to take care of your skin if you have acne, get treatment, and if not, there are particular, daily routine measures and so that I have mentioned that you can do to reduce the breakout of acne.
राइट. तो अगर एक अच्छा स्किन केयर रूटीन हम मेंटेन करेंगे तो हमारा स्किन बैरियर अच्छा होगा, एक तरह से हम प्रिवेंट कर पाएंगे एक्ने को. और इन केस एक्ने है देन डेफिनेटली प्लीज गो to a qualified dermat. They'll help you in treating and managing your acne. Plus post acne जो scars and marks होते हैं, they look like the bigger challenge. Acne तो एक बार चला भी जाता है, वो marks and scars, especially those pits, ऐसा लगता है they are forever ever and ever. तो उससे अगर निजात चाहिए तो पहले ही डॉक्टर के पास चले जाइए. अच्छा डॉक्टर, हमने पहले डायग्नोसिस पे बात की थी, अब हम ट्रीटमेंट पे बात करेंगे. क्या क्या ट्रीटमेंट ऑप्शंस एक्ने और उसके बाद स्कार्स एंड मार्क्स को लेकर अवेलेबल है?
So for acne, we can divide the treatment depending on the severity of the acne. अगर जो हम फर्स्ट ग्रेड की बात करें तो जो आपके व्हाइट हेड्स एंड ब्लैक हेड्स हैं, तो वो अगर आप एक अच्छा स्किन केयर रूटीन मेंटेन करते हैं एंड दैट आल्सो लीड्स टू रिडक्शन ऑफ दैट, और उसके अलावा वी कैन जस्ट प्रिस्क्राइब यू सम क्रीम्स और सम प्रोसीजर्स लाइक रिमूविंग ऑफ द ब्लैक हेड्स व्हिच इज कॉल्ड कोमेडोन एक्सट्रैक्शन. दैट कैन बी डन एंड इट यूजुअली सेटल्स वेल. अगर आपको उससे ज्यादा ताने या फिर पस्ट्यूल्स बनते हैं, देन वी यूजुअली नीड टू गिव यू सम ओरल मेडिकेशंस एज वेल. अगर पेनफुल लीजन्स हैं, अगर उनमें पस ज्यादा है, तो कभी कभी हमें कुछ एंटीबायोटिक्स भी देने पड़ते हैं टू रिड्यूस द इन्फ्लेमेशन देयर. एंड वी ऑल्सो गिव अ स्किन केयर रूटीन, a proper skincare routine which would help tackle the issue along with certain creams which can be given to reduce the acne over the face. या फिर जो हम आगे चल के जब हम ओरल मेडिकेशंस बंद करते हैं तो एज मेंटेनेंस उनको यूज किया जा सकता है. If someone is having a severe acne में usually we go for some higher medications which are given for a longer time, that is at least for a duration of certain 3 to 6 months depending on the severity. अगर बहुत ज्यादा है then we usually go for medicine that you must have heard of called isotretinoin, which is usually given for a longer time with regular monitoring by the doctor. It's not that it has to be given for 6 months, then you keep taking it for 6 months. You have to be in regular touch with the doctor so that we can reduce the dose eventually, gradually, and get the required tests done as and when necessary.
Right.
Also, if it's not improving with that, so also if it's not improving with that, then there are also certain procedures that I think you were asking. So like we can also go for chemical peels and आजकल कुछ lasers भी use हो रहे हैं to reduce acne. That is there. If a person is having a lot of acne and having some hormonal issues also, we can also go for some anti-hormonal medications to reduce those lesions.
पोस्ट एक्ने इन्फ्लेमेटरी मार्क्स जो होते हैं, पिगमेंटेशन मार्क्स या स्कार्स, उसके लिए ट्रीटमेंट है डॉक्टर या सिर्फ प्रोसीजर्स ही हैं?
ट्रीटमेंट भी अवेलेबल है, बट द प्रॉब्लम इज दैट स्कार्स आर बिकॉज ऑफ द के जो कोलेजन है या स्किन का लेयर है वहां पर उसमें कुछ प्रॉब्लम है. सो दे आर लाइक डीपर विच नीड्स कोलेजन रीमॉडलिंग टू ट्रीट इट. And many a times, just with the help of medicines, it's not very easily possible. That is why we usually go for procedures. which help in collagen remodeling. Otherwise, there are certain creams also available, sometimes peels or even isotretinoin tends to improve these scars, but it's not able to improve it to an extent जो कि procedures से कर सकते हैं.
राइट डॉक्टर, कई बार ना कई तरह की प्रोसीजर्स हैं जो पार्लर वाली आंटी जो पड़ोस की होती है वो भी क्लेम करती है. ब्लीच हम वी हैव दिस केमिकल पीलिंग, सॉरी, एंड माइक्रो नीडलिंग एक्सेट्रा सलून्स में भी होता है. क्वैकरी तो है ही, एंड पीपल फॉल फॉर इट. इकोनॉमिक्स तो एक पार्ट है ही उसका, हाउ पॉकेट फ्रेंडली द ट्रीटमेंट्स आर. तो कई बार हमें लगता है कि अरे पार्लर वाली आंटी कर देंगी, डॉक्टर के पास जाने की क्या जरूरत है, थोड़े पैसे बच जाएंगे, तो हम वहां चले जाते हैं. अगेन वी सी लॉट ऑफ केसेस विद बर्न्स एटसेट्रा. So why it is important to not fall for them again and go to a qualified dermat to get these treatments, these procedures done in particular?
So if there are general procedures, that is something else. Like I cannot cut hair, but if there is something higher involved, like a chemical peel, as we are talking about. So chemical peels are some things which which the doctor needs to understand, depending on the skin type, depending on the severity, and depending on the concentration of the product that is being used. That can differ person to person. Sometimes a higher concentration may need to be given, sometimes a lower concentration need to be given. So if a person does not have the entire grasp of what is being done or what is being given, it's not that one treatment suits all. So it is possible that the treatment that they are doing, maybe it works for like maybe 5 out of 10 people, but the other 5 it may not work for them. So a deeper knowledge or more depth of knowledge is required to treat all the cases. And it's always better to be safe than sorry. So I guess it's always safer to go to a dermat than to save money, maybe. Or maybe you will be spending more money later on when you get a complication. So I think the choice is the person's.
Right, absolutely right. Completely agree with you. पूजा है, पूजा का एक सवाल है, should I avoid sugar to manage acne? अच्छा, कई बार डॉक्टर शुगर तो एक है ही, कई बार कहते हैं चॉकलेट ज्यादा खाया है या तला भुजा डीप फ्राइड स्टफ ज्यादा खाए हैं. जैसे अभी दिवाली आ रही है और हम सब बहुत सारे पकवानों में indulge होते हैं, and then people will say that because of all that you are having acne. तो फूड का कोई रिलेशन एक्ने से है?
Yeah, so recent studies have shown कि जो high glycemic index foods होते हैं, which is what the sweet things are. High glycemic index मतलब जो हम डायबिटिक्स को मना करते हैं, जो बहुत मीठी चीजें होते हैं, बहुत मीठे फल हैं, या फिर शुगरी ड्रिंक्स हैं, कोल्ड ड्रिंक्स हो गए, things like that. That can lead to increase in acne. There have also been studies which show that milk products may also sometimes increase acne. So these things can be avoided. But again, the point is that everyone does not get an aggravation because of these things. So conclusive evidence is not there, but it has been shown in certain studies कि ज़्यादा मीठी चीजें, तली भुनी चीजें, and even sometimes milk products can lead to increased acne production in certain individuals.
Right. और एक और बहुत common question people often ask is that can I use acne or makeup in case I have acne? And especially if it's a necessity. Air hostess हैं, actors हैं, anchors हैं, makeup करना ही है whether you have these breakouts or not. तो ऐसे में क्या है?
True, that is what I understand, because many a times it is very important for people to use makeup according to their profession. So I do not usually like to stop them only unless and until they have very severe acne. अगर उनका बहुत सिवियर एक्ने है, अगर उनका रिसेंटली कोई ट्रीटमेंट हुआ है लाइक पील्स और स्कार का कोई ट्रीटमेंट है, समथिंग लाइक दैट, then I usually advise them not to get any makeup done for at least 5 to 6 days unless the skin settles down. Otherwise, it may lead to aggravation of the underlying skin problem. That is what I advise. Otherwise, अगर आपको mild acne है तो आप थोड़े बहुत products use कर सकते हो. It's very, very important to clean your face, remove your makeup after you are done with your day. That is very important so that you can give your skin time to breathe. That is very important here. And when you're using your makeup, try not to use a high coverage makeup. मतलब आप कुछ थोड़ा लाइटर मेकअप यूज कर लो, आप कुछ पाउडर बेस्ड, मे बी सम जेल बेस्ड, something which is not very sticky, not very oily, something like that. या फिर अगर आप जब भी आपका काम हो जाए, then clear it off as soon as possible. So that is what you can do.
बिल्कुल, और ये तो कहा भी जाता है कि मेकअप के साथ सोना बिल्कुल नहीं है, जैसा कि आपने कहा। और कई बार लगता है कि यार बस कुछ और घंटों की बात है, बहुत थक गए हैं, थोड़ा सो जाते हैं, सुबह कर लेंगे, इतनी देर तो था ही। बट नाउ यू आर सेइंग दैट इट्स अ बिग नो नो, सो यू नीड
Yeah.
टू
So
क्लीन
you
योर
wake
फेस
up with
बिफोर यू
more
गो टू
acne. So in the morning when you wake up, there will be acne along with the makeup. So
बेड।
it's better to remove it.
Right. Again, choice is yours.
Yeah.
So, because we are talking about, skincare, we are talking about acne management. Um, how far a healthy lifestyle goes, doctor, in maintaining good skin and, of course, acne-free skin? ये तो हमें पता है ओवरऑल हेल्थ के लिए अच्छी नींद, अच्छी लाइफस्टाइल, अच्छा खाना। अच्छा, क्या नहीं खाना है ये तो आपने बता दिया, अब इसके साथ साथ यहाँ पे लाइफस्टाइल के साथ साथ ये भी बता दीजिए कि क्या खाना चाहिए, which can help us maintaining a good skin health.
Yeah, so some बड़े बुजुर्ग कहते हैं कि your skin health, is a reflection of your inner health.
True.
So if you're healthy inside, you'll also be healthy outside.
Right.
Moreover, acne is also the same. अगर if there is some here who has had PCOD or PCOS, the hormonal imbalance that is there, which is a major cause of acne in many women, तो उनको भी गायनेक्स भी यही एडवाइस करते हैं कि पहले वो वेट लॉस करें, वो एक अच्छा डाइट रेगुलर फॉलो करें, एक रेगुलर एक्सरसाइज रिजीम बनाएं, that even with just that, without the need of any medication, that hormonal imbalance or so gets better. So similarly in acne, if someone is having a good lifestyle, exercising daily, drinking lots of water, having good food in the terms of, having antioxidant rich foods, fresh fruits, vegetables, reducing the amount of carbohydrates and sugars, and reducing fatty foods, then that will again lead to a good, healthy well-being, which will be reflected in the terms of your skin as well.
Right. So eat healthy, sleep properly, exercise, etc. It will keep you really healthy inside out. Now, doctor, before we sum up the whole session, any take-home message for our viewers?
Yeah, so acne is manageable. It's nothing to worry about. I understand that it causes a lot of anxiety in a lot of people. Do go to a professional, a certified dermatologist to get your skin assessed. Like what would be important for you, what is good for you, and what is not. And follow their advice, whatever they say, and that would be the best treatment that you can get. So instead of trying out a lot of stuff, it's better to just go to a dermat and get their opinion on the things and follow their
Right.
advice for the best management.
Absolutely. Thank you so very much, Dr. Ratmika. It was wonderful talking to you. Thank you for taking out time for this Insta Live. Thank you so very much once again.
It was my pleasure. Thank you for having me.
Thank you, Doctor. It was a pleasure. And viewers, thank you for your active participation. Stay happy, stay healthy, stay spotless, and stay connected with us. Have a great evening ahead. Goodbye.